Good day, everyone. I'm Chantal Adams, the student counselor at Unisa Western Cape campus out in Paddo, and I'd like to welcome you to today's session. Our presenter for today is Stephanie Neetling, and she's one of our student mentors at the Counselling Center. You're welcome to use the chat function throughout the presentation. At the end of the session, I will turn all of the mics and cameras on, and then you're welcome to engage with the presenter in terms of the content or questions or concerns that you might have. All right, so with that, I'd like to welcome all of our students today and open up the session. Stephanie, I'm going to turn off my camera and mic, and you can take the floor.
Thank you, Chantal. Morning, everyone. Thank you for joining this session. My name is Stephanie Neetling. I'm a Bachelor of Arts Honours Criminology student with Unisa. And during my undergrad degree, I achieved an 82% average and graduated with distinction. I have a background in cybersecurity, and I'm currently working in the fintech industry. I was diagnosed with ADHD when I was in high school in the 2000s when my mom took me to the GP because I struggled with insomnia, which really affected my focus in school. But back then, mental disorders were not as common as they are now, and it was pretty much taboo, especially as a person of color. So my parents were not familiar with what ADHD was at all, and they didn't understand it since I seemed normal. And I also achieved above average grades in school. So today we'll explore some unique tips that have helped me excel in my undergrad studies and might help you too. I'm sure many of you have looked into study tips and techniques and found the same suggestions over and over, which is why I wanted to share some tips with you that you might not be familiar with. Okay, so before we get into the tips, I just wanted to share what ADHD is. According to the American Psychological Association, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD, is a behavioral condition that makes it difficult to focus on everyday tasks and routines. People with ADHD might have trouble getting organized, staying focused, making realistic plans, thinking before acting, and adapting to changing situations. It's important to remember that symptoms may manifest in different ways for different people. So next we'll dive into the tips that worked for me and that I still use. Creating a distraction-free environment begins with choosing a quiet place where you can focus without interruptions. Start by removing unnecessary items from your workspace to minimize clutter and improve concentration. Utilizing organizational tools such as labeled storage and desk organizers can help keep your area tidy and ensure that everything has its place. A clear workspace promotes productivity and reduces stress. Consider your visual and auditory preferences as well, such as noise-canceling headphones that can block out distractions, while background music might help some people focus but could be a distraction for others. Research has shown that listening to music while studying can boost productivity and focus. I personally like to listen to classical, lo-fi, and binaural music while studying. Studies show that binaural music increases a person's working memory by helping the brain organize and retain information that is stored throughout the day for successful reasoning, comprehension, and goal-directed behavior. It can help with relieving anxiety and enhancing cognitive focus and creativity. Lastly, ensure your personal comfort by setting up proper lighting to reduce eye strain and choosing comfortable seating to support good posture, making your workplace both efficient and pleasant. So I know that this tip specifically is easier said than done. I have 2 kids and I work full time. And when I started my undergrad degree, my son was 1 year old and constantly needed a lot of my attention. So I had to tailor my study schedule not only around work, but also around my kids. So what worked best for me at the time was waking up a few hours earlier or to study or complete assignments while my kids were asleep. Waking up earlier also helps if you struggle with motivation because it gives you a sense of accomplishment for your day ahead. The Finement Technique. The Finement Technique is based around the idea that one of the most effective techniques to enhance your understanding is to imagine that we're teaching the material to someone who has absolutely no idea what we're talking about. The technique involves expanding the topic using your own words as if you are teaching it to a child. The study strategy encourages you to break down complex ideas by using simple language, and it enables learning to take place. The Feynman technique was named after physicist Richard Feynman and is a powerful learning method that aids in studying by promoting deep understanding and retention of information. The technique involves 4 steps: choosing a concept, teaching it in simple terms, identifying gaps in understanding, and then reviewing and simplifying. First, select the topic you want to learn about. Write its name at the top of a blank page. Then explain the concept as if you are teaching it to someone who has no background knowledge using simple language and no jargon. This step forces you to break down complex ideas into more manageable parts, ensuring that you comprehend the material thoroughly. As you explain the concept, you will likely encounter areas where your understanding is lacking. These gaps indicate parts of the subject that need more attention. Revisiting the source material will fill these gaps and strengthen your knowledge. Finally, simplify your explanation even further, refining it until it is clear and concise. It is an iterative process of teaching, identifying gaps, and simplifying, which not only reinforces your understanding, but also aids in long-term memory. By continuously challenging yourself to explain concepts in straightforward terms, the Feynman techniques helps transform passive learning into active, engaged learning and makes it an invaluable tool. So if you don't have anyone around you at the time you were studying, maybe you were alone at home, or you can use your pet, you can talk to a stuffed animal. That is what I normally use because my kids don't want to hear about my studies. They find it quite boring. Okay, time management. Effective time management starts with the use of planners and calendars, whether it's digital or physical. Digital planners offer the convenience of setting reminders and alarms, ensuring you never miss an important task or deadline. Physical planners, on the other hand, provide a tangible way to jot down your schedule and can be satisfying to track your progress. Prioritizing tasks is essential for productivity, and this method will help you categorize tasks based on the urgency and importance, allowing you to focus on high priority tasks first by distinguishing between what needs immediate attention and what can be scheduled for later, so that you can better manage your time and reduce stress. Start your day with identifying the most critical tasks, tackle them first, then move on to less pressing activities. This structured approach ensures that you remain focused, achieving your key objectives efficiently. Establishing a routine is a cornerstone of effective time management and productivity. Start by setting consistent study times each day, which will help you build a reliable schedule and reinforce good habits over time. Regular check-ins can help you stay on track, assess your progress, and make necessary adjustments to your routine. To further enhance your productivity, it is crucial to limit procrastination. Utilizing apps designed to minimize distractions such as Forest or Stay Focused can be highly effective. These tools block access to distracting websites and apps, allowing you to focus on your tasks without the temptation to procrastinate. By integrating these strategies into your daily life, you can create a structured environment that fosters consistency and efficiency, making it easy to achieve your goals and maintain a high level of productivity. The app that I personally use to stay focused is Forest. It will block out all the apps. If you set it to, example, 3 hours, it'll keep growing your little tree for 3 hours. And if you go on your phone and use any other app, your tree will die. So that kind of keeps me on track. Utilizing technology can greatly enhance organization and focus. Apps like Trello and Notion are excellent for task management, allowing you to prioritize and track your tasks efficiently. I use Notion to organize my whole life, and it is a powerful tool for note taking, helping you keep your notes organized, and it is easily accessible. For maintaining focus, apps like Life at provides music and sounds designed to enhance concentration. And in the realm of learning, digital tools such as Skillshare and Coursera offer interactive courses on a wide range of subjects, making learning more engaging. Audiobooks and learning apps are also valuable resources for continuous learning on the go. Alongside technological tools, advocacy and support are crucial. Seeking help from lecturers, Unisa counselors, ADHD coaches, therapists, or support groups can provide the guidance and assistance you need to navigate challenges. Developing self-advocacy skills is essential. Learning how to communicate your needs effectively and the importance of asking for help can significantly impact your success. By combining technology with a strong support system and self-advocacy, you can create a comprehensive approach to achieving your academic and personal goals. Many people have found the Pomodoro technique effective, including those who find it difficult to start tasks, such as students with ADHD. But just like with any other time management technique, you'll want to adjust this one to work for you. For instance, since I have ADHD, it does take me longer to get into the flow state. I use a 50-minute timer instead of the suggested 25 minutes and take it and because it takes me at least 15 to 20 minutes to be able to properly focus and get into the flow state. So I study for 50 minutes and take a 10-minute break. I find that breaking up tasks and setting specific attainable goals for the 50-minute sessions can help. For instance, if I have a 20-page research report to write, I know that realistically I will not be able to finish it in one sitting of 50 minutes, but I will use the 50 minutes to read each topic or read an article. One of the easiest ways to remember and to store information in long-term memory is to pair concepts with meaningful images. Visuals help students make sense out of content and direct attention, increasing the possibilities that learners will remember the material. According to Dr. Linnell Burmark, an educational consultant, she says that unless our words, concepts, ideas are hooked onto an image, they will go in one ear, sail through the brain, and out the other. Words are processed by our short-term memory. We can only retain about 7 bits of information. Images, on the other hand, go directly into long-term memory where they are indelibly etched. So visual aids include watching videos or documentaries on the topic of study, creating diagrams, mind maps, and vision boards. Connecting a reward to a period of effective study will not only give you a mental break, but will motivate you to want to study effectively the next time. While doing my undergrad studies, I kept myself going with the reward of going on a holiday abroad if I finished my degree with distinction, which I did. So I went on my holiday to Thailand, And my next reward for my current degree, if I pass with distinction, is another holiday abroad, and I'd like to go to Santorini. Your rewards don't have to be this big, though. It can be as small as rewarding yourself with a donut or an iced coffee or a night out with friends, as long as you have something to look forward to keep you motivated. So just a recap of all the points that we've discussed. Developing good study skills takes time and effort, but the rewards are worth it. Remember, success is not just about intelligence, but about how effectively you study and apply yourself. Thank you so much for your time and attention, and good luck with your studies.
Thank you, Stephanie. There isn't any comments in the chat function. I just want to put on everyone's mic so that if you have a question or comment, even if it's just a general related to your studies, perhaps you're not diagnosed with ADHD, just now that you do have the counseling services and support available, take full advantage and let us know do you have any concerns around the remainder of the academic year or perhaps planning for the new year coming up. Both Stephanie and I are here to assist you. So I've just unmuted everyone. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can raise your hand or you can use the chat function either way. I've also just included in the chat function an evaluation form. So you can give us feedback in terms of the session today and your attendance and further sessions that you will, further topics you'd like to hear us speak about. What additional support do you need at this time of the year as we're entering the exam period? I'm also wondering, are you feeling confident and sufficiently prepared for the exam? Okay, so Maya said she's all good. Thank you, Samaya. Is everyone confident about the upcoming exams? I think exams start in a week and a half. So you all just need to keep your eye on your My Life accounts for your exam timetables. And then also make sure that you're ready in terms of all the digital tools that needs to be in place in order to manage the online exam successfully. Perhaps I can just share with you the resources from the examination website so that you have all the support that you need. The exam site does offer a step-by-step guide on how to navigate a successful online exam. And there's also resources, contact details for the centers. If you get stuck while you're busy writing the exam, the contact details. So remember, there's different contacts for each college, dependent if you're College of Accounting or College of Law, your contact details will be different. So I'm just also going to put in the chat function support when writing your exams. Okay. And then just remember, all undergrad students, you receive 2 opportunities to write your undergrad exam. So you don't need to apply for an aggregate. Aggregates are only applicable to postgrad students. Okay. So if you're not able to write an exam, and that's only for written exams, that doesn't apply to signature modules or continuous assessments. Okay. I saw that someone was typing. Okay, they're still busy typing. And then also you're welcome to make contact with the counseling center. I'm going to put the counseling details. So we offer support with academic planning your academic year. So you can make contact with us in the new year again, planning your year or semester, time management, study skills, motivation. If you are job hunting, we offer support with employability skills, CV writing, job hunting, how to complete cover letters, application forms, and then also interview skills as well. Our application period is currently open. So if you're considering changing qualifications or you are changing from an undergrad to a postgrad, then each time you change qualification, you must apply. So applications is currently open until the 11th of October for undergrad and postgrad diplomas and honors. So Kayla's saying, I'm dyslexic and prefer to study by means of audio options while reading. PDF has a voice option, which has really helped me with the study guides. However, PDF is unable to read the e-reserves. Do you perhaps have any suggestions or where I'm able to access audio versions of e-reserves? Quite a lot of the study material this semester is for e-reserves, so struggling a bit. I'm going to share the details of the Cape Town Library, CTN Lab. And you can contact the library services directly to find out whether there's any support they can offer in terms of the formatting of the reserves. Stephanie, do you know of anything? You can go ahead.
Yes, so if you put your PDF on Microsoft Edge, I know it's not the best browser, but Microsoft Edge does offer like a audio book version that will read the material to you instead of using Adobe for your PDFs. Chantal, I also just wanted to ask about the applications. I have to apply for masters, but my final thesis will only be submitted for honors in January, or that's the due date. So do I apply in the meantime?
Yep.
And will they? Okay.
Yeah, masters is open 2nd of September to 22nd November.
Okay.
Masters in criminology?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so that one is for research. Yeah. You apply now already.
Okay.
Because the master's, your registration is up until sometime in March usually. So you apply now. Obviously, your qualification will be audited. Your admission will be reassessed in the new year. And you have until, well, the dates for next year is not yet available, but it's usually sometime March that you have until to register. And I think for masters, you must just ensure your research topic is aligned with the research focus areas of the university. And also have a look at possible potential supervisors and their field of interest. And you're welcome to make contact directly with supervisors to check their availability to supervise you. So one of the students, Tando, says the biggest problem is procrastination. And Kayla responded to say, thank you very much. She's tried Microsoft Edge, but unfortunately that also couldn't read the e-reserves. Okay, then Kayla just rather contact the library. I put their email address in the chat function, ctnlib@unisa.ac.za, and let's see what support they can offer. Stephanie, how do you manage procrastination?
So procrastination is also one of my major challenges, especially when I have exams upcoming. I'm sure a lot of people can relate. I would rather be doing anything else. My house is at its cleanest during exam season because I don't want to study. But it's important to just center yourself, sit down, visualize your life and where you see it after completing your studies. Something that's helped me with procrastination as well is going on Unisa's YouTube and watching the graduation videos of other people and just envisioning yourself there, and just keep telling yourself if you keep procrastinating, you'll never walk across the stage. So that has helped me a lot.
Thanks so much, Stephanie. Okay, so I'm going to put the application dates in the chat function. Applications for undergraduate, which includes the postgrad diploma and honors, currently open up until 11 October. And then there's different dates for the masters and doctorates. Masters and doctorates is 2nd September to 22nd November. So applications for honors is currently open up till 11 October. If this is your final registration for your qualification, you will apply now. Your admission will be reassessed in the new year based on when the final result and audit is complete. Okay. Okay, it looks like those are all the questions. I've just included a little evaluation form I'm just going to put it in the chat function again, so you can give us some feedback about what kinds of topics you'd like to hear more about, and how else we can further support you for the remainder of the semester, or you can give us suggestions for the new year, topics that you'd like support with. Okay. All right, I don't see any further questions or comments or hands raised, so I take it everyone is satisfied with the information provided here today. And then just remember, I've also included in the chat function your step-to-step guide for a successful online exam, the counseling email address, and if you are physically busy writing your exams, the contact details for the support center if you get stuck while writing exams. Okay. All right, then that's it from us. Stephanie, you have any final words?
No, good luck to everyone with the exams, and you're welcome to reach out to me if you need any help.
Okay, perfect. All right. I'd like to thank everyone for attending today. I've got your the attendance register, so we'll just send out a email with a recording of today's session, which means you'll also have contact with the counseling center throughout the remainder of your studies. So as Stephanie has said, good luck with your exams. We're hoping for much success. Thank you so much for attending. And with that, I close today's session. Thank you so much and goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.